Colapinto and Albon currently 18th and 19th. And they're looking for a step forward inside the top 15. Let's see what the Argentine driver can do. 2 times he's out-qualified Alex Albon. Not this time, though. Can Albon get out of the drop zone? He can get to 15th.
And Hulkenberg was on a flyer and he didn't improve, so he's not going again. It's whether now Lawson or Tsunoda can respond.
So Hulkenberg, against expectations, finds himself in that drop zone. Charles Leclerc goes to P1. We're on board with Sergio Perez, who is trying to gain some confidence behind the wheel of that Red Bull. Zhou Guanyu in 12th position, make that 13th, because Perez finds a time inside the top 10. And you've got Lawson pushing on, you've got Tsunoda pushing on, but Tsunoda's lap time is not where it needs to be. Liam Lawson, car number 30, coming through turn 15. 1 to go for Lawson then, who put it in the top 10 of sprint qualifying. Went back on the opening lap today. Can he escape the first part of qualifying? He comes over the line. He's missed out by 0.02 of a second. Needs to be a mighty final sector, and it is for Yuki Tsunoda. How incredible is that? Not a single personal best around the entire lap, but when you add it all up, he's knocked out Alex Albon as Gasly goes to P10, and Tsunoda stayed with it and finds P15. And the 5 to 4, Albon, Lawson, Hulkenberg, Colapinto and Esteban Ocon. Magnussen was psyching himself up. We've stayed with him all the way round. He gets himself to 6th. He really delivers when it matters. But what can the Saubers do across the line? Zhou just misses out on a first Q3 appearance of the entire season. He couldn't get there. Let's see now with Stroll in 14th. The driver at risk is Lewis Hamilton, his old teammate, his good friend, Valtteri Bottas, coming out of the final corner. Let's see where he can put the car behind Zhou, who out-qualifies Valtteri Bottas for the second week in a row. Sainz is also out there attacking. Charles Leclerc has gone to 2nd. Russell stays in 4th. Alonso did not have a time on the board as Sainz goes to 6th. And now it's all about Fernando Alonso. Can the Aston Martin driver find something? He can. Look at that time. Good enough for 7th place. And suddenly Hamilton was in the drop zone for all of a couple of seconds, because that lap time is good enough for 5th. Verstappen is roaring on to the fastest time. And let's see, as we go across the line, it was all looking so good for Pierre Gasly, now in the drop zone, out in the second part of qualifying, and the margins at the end there were very, very tight, as we've come to expect in Formula 1 2024. Charles Leclerc searching for his 4th pole position of the season. Ferrari trying to minimise the damage. This has been a McLaren track so far this weekend. First effort in the final part of qualifying for Sainz over the line. He manages to go fastest of anyone so far. His teammate will be next. His teammate will be faster by 1.5 tenths. George Russell looking to continue this run at the front of the field in Formula 1 qualifying. Fastest sector 1, fastest sector 2. Verstappen now on an outlap will reply to the Ferraris, and this man across the line, the first Mercedes across the line, goes fastest by 0.3 of a second. Russell to the front of the field on run number 1. Piastri's reply puts him only in 4th position, and Hamilton, where can he put that second Mercedes? That's encouraging for him, up to 3rd. Remember how downbeat he was yesterday. He's 0.4 of a second away from Russell's time. 2nd place for Max Verstappen. He got close, but he misses out by 0.04 across the line. Sainz and Leclerc are on for personal bests, as is Kevin Magnussen. So everyone improving with the track at its best. Man, that was committed.
Oh, that is so impressive. Absolutely flat through that sequence of corners. 1 to go. Small correction on the way in.
Could cost him a bit of momentum onto the main straight. Amazing speed through 12, 13 and 14. Out of 16 across the line. No improvement. Verstappen, though, fastest first sector of the entire session so far to heap the pressure on George Russell, who's pushing on as well. Checkered flag is out. Where does Charles Leclerc go across the line? He improves his lap time, but not his position. Over to you, McLaren. Can they find form? Piastri goes to third. Verstappen is roaring on. He's still quicker than George Russell. Here's Lando Norris, though, across the line to third place to beat his teammates. And now we've got Hamilton pushing on, we've got Verstappen pushing on, and Russell as well. But it's not been a good middle sector for George Russell, the driver currently in provisional pole. Final corner for Max Verstappen, chasing his first pole position since Austria earlier in the year, and he's got it! He's got it by 0.05 of a second. Ninth place for Perez. Hamilton will be the last driver over the line. Russell couldn't find an improvement, and neither can Lewis Hamilton. And the world champion steps forward, strikes back, and takes his first pole since the Austrian Grand Prix. The world champion's back on top in Formula One qualifying.
Yabba-dabba-doo, Max. That is the first official pole since Austria. Well done. That was a mighty qualifying. Well done, mate.
Yeah, well done. Well done. That was really amazing, the turnaround. Great job, guys.
And that was Russell.
Super dangerous by Verstappen.
Well, race control will look at this.
Yeah, that was not his time lap, though, was it? That was a build lap. So if it's a build lap, then they can get away with it. If that was a timed lap, then that is a slam dunk penalty.
It sets us up for a box office Qatar Grand Prix on a day where so much happened in Formula One.